Good afternoon, crafty friends. Sparkle here. So I know it's supposed to be this and that Tuesday, but instead we're going to session number 7 on my flowers and fairy projects. Now I know this one doesn't look like much, but let me deconstruct it for you a little bit. So I have to make some more projects because I have so many of these postcards. So this is just a teeny tiny um, journal. Got a little bit of embellishments. It's one card folded in half, stitched around. This is a hair tie from the Dollar Tree, and it's got paper inside, and it's just going to have 5 signatures, which will be 20 pages, and I'm just using copy paper on these. Okay, so let's get going. This is just the tie. It's just a piece of seam binding. I didn't even dye it. I just cut it, folded it, put it on, so you could take it off and add to it. And yeah, it's not supposed to get stuck. Okay. And then I just put a button on a bowl pin for some trim. Now, what frustrated me with this project was there's not a whole lot of postcards where the image is facing down. So you're just going to have to run with it with me, okay? I know. I found a couple that, when they're folded in half, I can say, well, he's looking down. Or this one, she's looking up. But anyway, I'll show you the process. It's very simple. You want to score your card in the middle. So there's 6 inches, so you know it's 3 inches. And then you want to give it a good crease. Now, because it's a postcard and it's vulnerable, we will put some tape on here in a bit. Okay, so we're just going to do 2 on camera here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, pouches, you could do pouches this way, but I wanted to make little notebooks because I'm obsessed with little things. So you have your score. And now what I like to do when I have, let's keep this one open. When I have little mini books like this, and I'm putting elastic in them, I like to put a little tick mark up here, a little, what I do is, should tape it first. We'll tape it first, and then we're going to make a little nick in there. So I have my emergency tape, and I know I need 4 inches or thereabouts. So I'll put one here, and it won't stay on here. It'll come right off, okay? Because I want to stamp on it. Give it a little color. So we'll get 2 that are about 4 inches. I just ordered some of this that's 2 inches, so that'll be a little bit wider. Okay, so I'm just using my stays on, and I have a word stamp. So we're just going to put it down the side of the tape as best we can. Okay. All right. I'm crafting without my gloves. I don't know if that's such a wise thing to do, but we're going to try it. And this one, I missed the top a little bit, so let's add some there. And the bottom a little bit, so add some there. And let's just let that dry for a minute. Okay. Yeah. So, um, ooh, yucky ink. Okay, so these come right off, like I said. So, and then I just find the center. I'm using the center on my mat here. And you can cut the sides off. I worked yesterday and I have almost all of my sister books done. I have all my signatures sewed in. I have the insides covered. So I have to just do some decorating. Okay, that one's done. Do the same thing with this. So yeah, parchment paper. It's a great mechanism. I did not reinforce the insides. You could if you want. Okay, so we have our seams reinforced on the front. So now we'll take our crocodile, and I'm using the 1/8 side. And I'm going right on the seam here. I'm just taking a little bite out of it, right on the seam. That'll help the cord not to tear the paper. And then I'll run over and I'm going to stitch around. Where's the other one? Oh. So just take a bite out of the center there. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to go stitch around. I'll be right. Well, that was a fiasco. I broke my thread in both of my pieces. This one was salvageable. This one is not acceptable. So we're just going to finish this one on camera and then I'll redo that one. Okay? So we have this here. I already cut some papers for in here and I wanted them to fit inside the stitching. Okay? Just like that. My goodness. I've never had issues like that with my thread. Before I go on video, I always make sure my threads are loaded, my bobbin, everything is in order and ready to go. This time it kept breaking and jamming. Maybe it needs to be cleaned. I don't know. But we'll get her done. Yeah, I like to just go inside the stitches. I don't know why. And these are rough cuts, so that's okay if they're a little off. It's all good. Okay, so we have our cover, we have our stitching, we have our little divots there. To make our signatures, this is 6 inches, so I want this to be 5.5 inches. and this is left over. I'm just going to fold it in half. Okay, so there's one. Here's another piece that's 11 inches, so I fold it in half. So this piece was 2¼ inches high. So 1, 2, 1, 2¼ inches. So it's folded in half, so this will give me 2 sheets. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and I said I would like 5. 3. So 2¼ inches. 1, 2¼ inches. Oops, that one looks a little smaller, but that's okay. Fold it in half. So I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, I got 4 and 5. I think I got 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So for these, you put your hairband on, and it'll fit in that little divot there. And I put this piece in the front, inside. And then you just take your pages, so you can add and subtract pages as you go. Okay. And then we're just going to put this little piece of decorative lace on here. I think I'll put hers over here. They're small, but they're still cute. And that's what we're all into, doing cute things. Let's open it this way. So you have your nice little seam there. You have your little lace there. Let's see. We have a word. We can put a word on. We'll add a pop, whatever this is. Just forgive. And that's all you need. You can do more. You can decorate it here. You can make some little pockets or whatever. But again, we're just into showing you how it's done. This is the seam binding I'm using. This is what I copy dyed for my sister books. That's what this is. But these we're just going to leave, this we're not going to do anything with. We're just going to cut. and just tie it off in here. I will take a match to these later and just fringe the edges. Then we'll take, I took some of these buttons that had these things on the back. I don't know what they're called. You know, the things on the back. Yeah. And we'll take a bowl pin and we'll pop this on here someplace. Maybe this one can go on the ribbon with a little hat. Looks like a little charm. So we have this one. We have this one. Yeah, and they do slide on once everything's dry. And we have this one. I will revisit the other one off camera after I figure out what's wrong with my machine. Get rid of some of this so you can see. So they're little, but they're cute. I think they're cute. And I'll show you how my sister ones are coming. So I have 5 of them all ready to go. So they have the signatures, they have the backing. I'm going to make some pockets and things like that. But that's how far I am in all these, and they have their initial on there. I'm still going to put lace on the front, on the seam. It's reinforced inside. So I tried to match my papers. Okay. Pretty cool. They're going to love them. Anyway, so that's what I need to do. Where did this come from? I don't know. Doesn't belong there. But they're all stitched. I didn't have any issues with my machine yesterday. So I don't know what the problem is. But I'll try to remember to come back and show you these when they're all finished. So there's 5 here. And then there are 3 that are already done. There's some pockets in the front and the back. Okay, so I still have to do that to this set here. But we are making progress, my friends. So thanks for sticking with me. I'm sorry I was all over the place today. I'm going to go revisit my sewing machine and see if I can figure that challenge out. But thanks for stopping by for another This and That Tuesday with our Flower Fairies Session 7. Bye.